Hello, you're welcome. In this video, we are going to be solving this financial problem I have on my screen in Excel. So the question is, a biotech startup is testing a new drug pipeline. The projected net cash flows over 6 years are, and we have this information. Now your task, using Excel or any spreadsheet tool, the first problem, plot the net present value, NPV, of this investment across discount rates from 0% to 40%. And then second question, use the IRR, that is the internal rate of return function, to identify all the internal rates of return. And then three, if the firm's hurdle rate is 20%, should this project be pursued? Now let's get started by entering this information first. So here we have here, and here we have net cash flow. Now enter my 950, enter the 850, 500. Okay, so this is the data that we have been provided. And the first thing that we have here is to get the net present value of the investments across discount rates 0 to 0% to 40%. So we are going to start from, let's just enter discount rate here. If we enter NPV, that's net present value. So our discount rate is supposed to be from 0% to 40%. So just drag down. Now net present value, we are going to be checking for our net present values for each of these. So we use the function NPV, and then our rate will be this. So for each of them, you use the rates that we have here as discount rate. Then the values will be from year 1 to year 5. So I'll use absolute referencing here, close it and add the year 0 cash flow. You also use absolute reference here. Then drag this down. Now you can see that for the net present value of the investment, this is the discount rate and the net present value. Now let's plot this as the question says. So we come to insert and let's check the recommended charts. So this is recommended and this is what we need. So click on this and you can see the chart that we have here. So I can change this to IRRs, IRR plot. Then the axis, yeah, we change it to NPV. For this one, I'll change it to discount rate. So the next thing that I will now do is to solve for the next question. This says we use IRR function to identify all the internal rates of return. So let me do that here. I enter first IRR. And I'll be using the IRR function. So IRR. So the values that I will be using will be from year 0 to year 5. Okay. And then I make a guess so that I will be able to get the two IRRs. So the first guess I will make will be 0%. And then I close. And see I have an IRR of 11.17. Now let me check for the second IRR. Now I'll do NPV, rate, sorry, this should be IRR. The values will be all this. And the guess, I will be guessing 0.5 in this case. I enter. So you'll see I have 19.7 and 11.17. So the last question says, if the firm's hurdle rate is 20%, should the project be pursued? Now, we can see from the two IRRs that we have here, we have 11.717, which is not up to 20. We also have the second, which is 19.75. It is not up to 20. Let's even check 20 and see what 20 has here. So you can see the 20 that we have here even has a negative value. Okay, and we are supposed to at least have a 0 NPV or above in order to consider a project worthy to be pursued. So in our case, we have 19.75, and this is not up to 20, even though it is closer to the 20% hurdle rate. So the project will not be pursued when we are under a strict financial discipline. And that's just what this very video is all about, showing us how we can get two IRRs as well as use that as a means to identify if a project should be pursued or not. I hope you found this video helpful. Please, if you have, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.